guys, it's Christina, and this video was requested by one of my Twitter followers, Misty Wilson. She wanted to get some ideas on what to do with social distancing, quarantine time. I'm not sure exactly what we're calling it anymore. Some people are calling it self-isolation. So I don't want to make this video too long, but let me give y'all a brief a brief idea of how things are going for me. As you might know, I live in Louisiana. We currently have over 3,300 cases of corona, the majority of the cases are in New Orleans, which it makes sense because we just recently had Mardi Gras, and we live in a very, New Orleans is a very touristy city. And so, it's very easy for people to arrive at the airport and then, they want to hit as many parades as they possibly can while they're here. I am currently off of work, which is a nice break because I answer the phones. I've been answering phones for the past 9 years. Actually, even the film industry right now is at a standstill. So, it gives people a lot of good time to catch up on movies that are streaming. Actually, I just found out, I think last week, that Netflix has, for Google Chrome, there's like an extension you can use. I think it's like Netflix Party or something like that, where you can host a watch party. You can pick out something to watch and then invite, your friends to watch it with you. So I thought that's a really cool option. I hope more people are doing that. And I know, if you're subscribed to Shudder, they've actually been doing, they've been having like some filmmakers and stuff that do like live tweets along with watching their movies on Shudder, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, this whole self-isolation time, it's really a great time to maybe learn something new, or I actually even texted my hairdresser earlier because I thought, if there was a time when I was gonna go crazy and dye my hair blue or green or something like that, this would be like the perfect time. Now I don't know if I'm actually going to do that because, she's actually, she lives with her family and she's going to be, she's quarantined, at the moment too. But yeah, it would be cool to do that eventually in the future. YouTube is a really awesome educational tool for learning pretty much anything. I've gone on there just to learn really extremely simple, cooking recipes and stuff. Like I had no idea that you could freeze bananas, for one thing. So that I learned how to do that like 2 weeks ago. So actually that's like my new favorite thing is frozen bananas. Even though I technically did grow up eating banana flavored popsicles, I didn't know you could actually freeze bananas themselves. So that's really awesome. And then I also didn't know that a lot of people like to mix ice cream in with coffee, so even though I shouldn't be drinking coffee and I shouldn't be eating mint chocolate chip ice cream, I've been combining the two recently and it tastes really good. If you're new here, I have acid reflux, and I'm not one of those people that takes medication for it because I don't actually feel it, so I'm still doing whatever I want to do, and I hope for the best. But yeah, getting back to the YouTube thing, it's a really awesome educational tool, and I am actually going to be using it for kind of reteaching myself some guitar. I haven't. This is my Daisy Rock guitar that I got several years ago, and I haven't played this in probably 15 years. I don't remember how to play it. I actually took, I don't even remember where my pick is right now, I misplaced it, but I took, guitar classes for maybe a month or two, back when I was 22, I think, and it was really fun. I was actually taking both, guitar class and a piano class per week. And I had just switched to the broadcast journalism classes, and then all of a sudden, Hurricane Katrina rolls through, and then, my guitar teacher ended up moving out of state, and, I had gotten so busy with my journalism classes that I just never got back to taking the piano class. But anyway, my mom actually, played this guitar more recently than I did. She was taking a classical guitar class, And you know what? I don't even know if this is in tune, but I just realized this might actually be the same color as my nails, which it's actually a great transition for me to mention that. So yeah, to just kind of end off that portion, I'm gonna be reteaching myself some guitar. Obviously, it's not 100% a substitute for having somebody in person teach you an instrument. So yeah, another thing I wanted to mention that you can do with your self-isolation, which is actually a really great transition for me to be talking about with this nail polish color. And I wish you could see it better, but you might be able to tell we're losing the light. I typically am the type of person that goes for... Oh, is this a dark blue? I want to say it is. I think this is like a navy blue, or I'll go for... Oh, I can't find it right now, but I'm thinking of like a Tiffany blue shade. So the fact that this is more like a neon blue shade is really different for me. But I mean, to try, if you have a large stash of nail polish like I do here, maybe try like a new color every week that you haven't tried before, or do a different makeup look every day, or if you're what am I trying to say? If you're the type of person that is going out and taking walks around the neighborhood, like, I don't know, maybe dress up and do a different look every day, just to make it something something kind of fun and cool. What I actually found out last week is that there are a lot of artists that have been doing live streams, whether they're doing them on their Instagram live or on YouTube. Actually, earlier today I was watching Keena Grannis on YouTube. Ben Folds did a YouTube stream yesterday. I'll go ahead and link link some of the cool ones that I've seen recently. The very first one that I had noticed, I think was maybe a week ago, I saw that JoJo had redone her song Leave, Get Out, and she renamed it something else. I don't remember what she named it. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and link a few things down below. In addition to some of the new albums that are out, a lot of artists are still releasing albums. Soccer Mommy just released her new album Color Theory. David Gray just released a 20th anniversary edition of his album White Ladder, which comes with like an extra disc of songs. Obviously all of these are also available on Spotify and Amazon and stuff like that. And Mandy Moore just released Silver Landings, her new album, which if you're familiar with her music, it's kind of like her previous album, Wild Hope. It's got kind of like a cool acoustic, laid back California vibe to it. So that's a preview of some of the new music that's just recently come out. So lately, I've actually been watching a lot of light, fluffy comedies, whether they be TV shows or movies. I've been watching a lot of The Simple Life with Paris and Nicole, which was not... Oh shoot, my leg's falling asleep if I look like I'm a little uncomfortable at the moment. So it wasn't one of my favorite shows initially, and as I'm talking, I'm trying to wake my leg up. So it wasn't one of my favorite shows initially. I had a different upbringing than a lot of people did. I went to school 5 days a week, but like my mom, she was all about, she wanted me to have good grades and she wanted me to have friends. The friend part did not come easily to me because I was one of those kids that, I spent a lot of my time doing the same thing my mom did, which was I watched a lot of Dateline NBC in 2020 and shows where they talked a lot about like murder cases, or they'd show videos of teenagers partying in Cancun. So I was like, damn, I don't want to be friends with the kids my age. So when it came time for Paris and Nicole's show to be on, I had spent so much time already being around, my mom and her older friends, especially since my mom and I had a long stretch there where, we we were routinely going to help her mom. So I was always around a lot of older women, and so they just kind of naturally, you know, saw the headlines about, you know, Paris Hilton and Britney Spears and Lindsay Lohan and stuff, and you know they believed what they saw in the headlines, you know. And so, you know, they really weren't giving them a chance. They weren't watching their TV shows, and they weren't watching their interviews and stuff like that. And so eventually, like probably around 2005, I'd say, I decided to give Paris and Nicole's TV show a chance. And I was like, you know, this really isn't as bad as what my mom and her friend are making it out to be. I don't even know if they've watched the show, you know. So yeah, I really started liking their show, and I also really liked, I really liked The Girls Next Door with Hugh Hefner and his 3 girlfriends. You know, I mean, these 2 shows specifically, they were definitely a lot different than what we see on reality TV these days. You know, I mean, they were all about, you know, I mean, you know, if they were scripted, then they were scripted, you know, but it wasn't all about, you know, sex sells. You know, they actually had a story that they were going through on each different episode and stuff like that, you know, and there was humor to it. You know, it's not it's not the same as, you know, what we have nowadays with 365 days of the Kardashians on TV. So as you can probably tell, I am tired at the moment. I am gonna go ahead and end the video here. So if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what y'all are doing with your self-isolation, quarantine, and chill time. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.